The Big Show on Kiss 92.
Gotta get up.
Good Monday morning to you. Welcome to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Our guest for this morning is Rockstar Arms, Natalie Dau. Good morning, Nat.
Hi guys, happy Monday.
Good morning.
Happy Monday to you. Did you have a nice long weekend, Nat?
I did. I consumed way too many Easter eggs.
I was going to ask, were they eggs or were they chocolate eggs?
Yeah, definitely chocolate eggs this weekend.
Too
Yum.
much sugar, man, this weekend for me.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, my goodness. I'm staying away from sugar for the next week at least.
Yeah.
We didn't have too much sugar. We had a lot of fish and a lot of meat.
A lot of food?
Yeah, because we were at Bakalaki yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, a lot of fish.
What
and
is
a lot of-
Bakalaki?
It's a Greek restaurant.
Greek restaurant.
Does
Yeah.
it mean it's healthy? Or what?
Well, the Mediterranean diet
Yeah.
has been known to be healthier.
They've got some really nice salads, I've got to say. I love their salads.
Okay, but if you eat too much Greek food, it's still unhealthy. I
It
guess.
is.
It is.
It's
Too
still
much oil.
calories.
Yeah.
Hi, Nat. Do you like Greek food?
I do. Just it can be very oily.
Yes, it can
Yes,
be.
because of the olive
Yeah.
oil.
Yeah. So lots of calories in that oil.
Yeah.
So I do love it. It's normally fresh and like you said, the Greek salads, but just
Yeah.
watch the oils when you
Yeah.
eat it.
Yeah, but
A
people
lot of
always
those.
think like Mediterranean diets and all that are like so healthy, but only if you eat in moderation, right? Anything that you consume too much of is just, as you mentioned just now, Nat, loads of calories.
Yeah.
Yes, dense calories. So, I mean, as long it's real food, which is a good start. It's not coming out of a package, but it's like eating avocado. You know, a quarter or an eighth of an avocado is okay. You don't need the whole thing. It's it's healthy fat, but healthy fat in moderation.
And healthy fat is still fat, right?
Exactly right.
Okay, so if you're preparing for the Gold Coast Marathon, you're in the right place. You're watching the right show, the Big Show TV right now, and listening to the right radio station, Kiss92, because Nat is an ambassador for the Gold Coast Marathon
Yes, she is.
this
She
year. Tell us
is.
a little bit more about the Gold Coast Marathon.
Yeah, happening July 1 and 2. Super excited. If you haven't signed up, do so and get training. But as always, we're talking about food, and one of my favourite things about going to the Gold Coast is all the restaurants and the post-celebration from their marathon. So there's so many good restaurants. I'm always annoyed when my friends from Singapore say they went to McDonald's or some big chain teppanyaki.
No.
I know, yeah. So I'm urging all of those this year to really explore some of the great local cuisine, whether it's just at a surf club overlooking the beach or, great restaurants like Rickshaw's. There's something for everyone there.
Okay, so Natalie, the Gold Coast Marathon has been going on for a few years. What do you think keeps bringing people back to the coast?
Well, there's one guy in Singapore that's run it 11 times. So there's some seriously dedicated runners going down. But I think a lot of people go down because they know it's a fast race, so they've got potential to do a personal best. They may have started running the 5K and worked their way up, the 10, the half, and now they're up to the marathon. So it's a great way to progress your running as well. And of course, it's a great runcation. So a lot of people head down with friends and family and go for a run and then enjoy everything the Gold Coast has to offer.
All right. One thing we have to do if we're running a marathon is kind of, prepare for it by maybe doing certain exercises.
For sure.
And right now on the Big Show TV, we'll be working out with Natalie Dau. It is Monday, the 10th of April.
Kiss 92 Day Check by Gain City. Gain City's 42nd anniversary.
Okay, Nat,
Alrighty.
all yours.
All right, guys. So we've done legs, we've done arms, we've done warm-ups, we've done all sorts of workouts in this series. So now we are going to do a core workout for running, which is super important to keep that core strong as a runner. So weighted side bends, if you've got some water bottles or something that's just got a little bit of weight in it, grab those. A standing bicycle crunch, we're doing crossbody toe touch, a standing leg lift, and then we're going to grab those weights again and do a standing rotation. So 45 seconds of work and 15 seconds of rest. Let's get ready for those side bends. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So just keeping a good posture. This is all the core, so make sure we've got our butt clenched for this, and also really engaging our abs. You don't have to go all the way down with these, and making sure our hands are touching our legs. You don't want to be going forward. This is a side bend, not a forward bend. So a nice stretch on the side. That's it, just get a nice rhythm. The weight just helps you go down a little bit further. It's pulling you down. So it doesn't have to be super heavy, but just, I think I've only got like 4 kilo ones here. Okay, that's it. Rest up, put those weights down. We're going to do a standing bicycle crunch. So this is all, instead of getting to the floor to do core, this is all standing core today. So something a little bit different. All right, we've got our hands behind our ears and we're doing our bicycle crunches standing. So it is opposite elbow touching opposite knee. So really making sure we do get those legs up. Feeling that core working. That's it, we're halfway, keep going. I think this one's actually harder to do standing than sitting. That's it. Also a good warm-up exercise to do this one. That's it, 3, 2, 1, okay. Shake it out, should be starting to feel those abs getting nice and warm. We're doing our cross-body toe touch now. So legs spread further than hip width, hands out, and we're just up and down. So a bit old school aerobics with this one, but coming up to a full extension just so we're getting full movement in our abs. That's it, and crossing those hands, opposite fingers to opposite toes. That's it, keeping nice and strong in our shoulders as well. You might even feel a nice little stretch down your back of your legs, which is okay. We're having our knees locked out in this. All right, and rest up, good job. Next, we're going to be doing a standing leg lift. So you'll be working your legs a little bit, but also I want you to focus on sucking in that belly with this. So hands out, and we're leg lifting. We're going to do 5 on one leg, then we're going to swap. So it's a good balance one as well, this one. Your leg's not meant to come up super high because it's about working the core for this one. So you should be really, as I said, tucking that pelvis back, sucking in your stomach. Let's swap. Hands out in front, which will give you better posture. Let's swap again. All right, and on to the last one. We're just going to grab one weight this time. So you don't need 2, so just 1 water bottle, 1 bag of rice, whatever you have. We're holding it out in front. It doesn't need to be full extension. You can have a bit of bend in the arms, and we're going side to side here. So if you don't have a weight, that's okay. The weight will just definitely add a bit of oomph to this. You'll feel it a little bit more. But as I said, if you prefer not to use one, that's fine. So we're resetting in the middle. And when you're coming to the side, it doesn't have to be too far back. We're not going behind. We're just aligning with our hips. That's it. Nice ab workout to start the week. All right, good job, everyone.
Nice.
Nice work.
Excellent.
Nice. Well done.
That was, that was quite easy.
Yeah, and
Everyone
I think
can do that.
And you're standing, right?
you're
So you
standing,
don't need a
so it's-
clean
yeah.
floor to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you're working off some of that chocolate as well.
Exactly. I need to do that about 100 more times.
Hey, Nat, you know, when someone goes to the Gold Coast Marathon, I mean, there are certain entitlements. You're entitled to have a good time. You're entitled to have a great race. What other entitlements can people who take part in the marathon look forward to?
Yeah, I have to say the expo is one of the best expos I've been to. When you go and pick up your race packet, there's about 50 exhibitors there. You can try different things, definitely save your pocket money because there is going to be things that you're going to want to buy there. And then as you register, you also have the opportunity to order your Gold Coast Marathon specific running tops, jackets, hats, which are all ASICS branded as well. But of course, for everyone that participates, you get an awesome medal, which are really, really special and always designed by some celebrity in Australia, some artist, a shirt, and then there's a gift and your certificate. So, you get a lot of bang for your buck because, let's face it, a lot of people do it for the medal and the shirt.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, Nat,
Yeah.
Evely's going to ask you that question again. We're going on the radio, okay? Here we go.
Kiss 92 traffic.
On the PIE towards us right after Toguan Road's exit, an accident has just been reported, and this is causing some backup all the way to the Clementi Avenue 6 exit. If you're headed that way, avoid lane 2, and wherever you are today, stay safe.
Good morning, Singapore. We have with us Natalie Dau, Rockstar Arms, who is the ambassador for the Gold Coast Marathon, one of the most fun marathons in the world, and it's happening on the 1st and 2nd of July.
Absolutely. And people who go there, they have certain entitlements. I mean, you're entitled to a good race. You're entitled to have a good time. But as runners, what other entitlements are there for those participating?
Yeah, the Race Expo is fantastic. So when you pick up your race bib, you get the chance to walk through the expo, which has over 50 exhibitors. There's great things to try, sample for free. Of course, pack your pocket money because there's good things to buy. And on registering for the race, you can actually custom order some specific Gold Coast Marathon tops from ASICS, so jackets, running tops and hats. But of course, what everyone races for is the medal, and it's always designed by an amazing local artist. And you get a great shirt, you get gifts, you get finish certificates. There is some great entitlements at this race.
Awesome.
Natalie, we were talking about the long Easter weekend and how we've all overeaten, and that is not obviously the ideal nutrition you want going into a marathon. So what kind of food do you fuel up on before, during, and specifically after? Because after the marathon, you're going to be starving.
Yeah, it's a really good question. So number one thing I will say is to anyone that's running a race, practice everything in training. Do not try anything new on race day. That is the biggest mistake that people make. So for me, I like some oats on race morning and a banana maybe, but I'll eat that an hour and a half before the race at least, just so it can digest. Now, the great thing about Gold Coast Marathon is there are aid stations about every 3 kilometres along the race. So you don't need to carry water. You actually don't need to carry anything if you don't want to, because there are gels available. But personally, I like a certain gel, so I'll carry that and just throw it in my waistband because, you will tend to slump. If you're doing the full race, you're going to slump somewhere in the 30-kilometre mark. So fuel up properly, fuel up with things that you can actually digest and aren't going to make you sick, because that's generally why people don't finish, is some sort of stomach upset.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So a big plate of pasta before the run is
not advisable.
a good thing.
Not at all.
Because what goes in needs to come out.
Oh my God.
Sorry about that. Okay, let's continue to work out with Natalie on the Big Show TV. It is 8:14.
Kiss 92 time check brought to you by Putian. Introducing Putian.
Okay, guys. Let's get those abs popping for Monday morning. We're going to do the same thing again. Let's grab those weights. All right, and off we get ready to go. 3, 2, 1, and we're onto those side bends. We can speed it up a little bit now that you know the movements. That's it. Everyone focuses on doing, forward sit-ups, but you actually need to strengthen your core laterally as well. So it's good to work on side movements. That's it. You can feel this in your lower back too, which is a good thing. We're working our whole core. That's it. A couple more reps. Okay, let's pop those weights down. Get ready for that standing bicycle crunch. Shake it out. We're going 3, 2, 1, hands behind your ears, and let's go. And let's pick up the pace a little bit this time. That's it. Feeling strong. We're bending down, but not bending down too far. We're trying to bring our legs up to us as well. And we've still got that side movement going. 10 more seconds. Stay with me. Let's pick up the pace. 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right. We're doing the crossbody toe touches. Again, let's try and pick up the pace. Hands out, getting ready. We're going in 3, 2, 1. All right, down and up. That's it. Of course, lots of people do this just staying down and going side to side. That's more of a shoulder movement. So this one coming up each time is really going to work our abs. That's it. Good pace. Keep it moving. Keep those arms engaged. Don't forget to squeeze your butt. We want all of our muscles working. All right, good job. Shake it out. 2 more exercises left. That's standing leg lift. Remember, this is also working our balance, so we need to have a strong core if we want good balance. So let's kick those legs forward. We're doing 5 reps. That's it. Controlled movement. It's not a crazy MMA kick. It's more about feeling it in the abs than our legs. That's it. Good job. Keep that balance. Last couple of reps on our other side. All right, good work. On to our last one with that weighted rotation. So getting ready to go. Out in front. This one's really working our obliques, our side abs here. And of course, if you're carrying this weight, you'll feel it in your arms. So a little bend in the elbows is fine. You'll also feel this in your shoulders. That's it, last 10 seconds. Stay with me. Ooh, good job, everyone.
All right, nice one.
Nice one.
Oh,
I think if you've been following us for the past 4 or 5 weeks, you're probably in a pretty good shape by now.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't just work out within those 5 minutes that
Yeah.
Natalie is doing it. You know, you do it every day or a few times a day.
Exactly.
And then you take Natalie's opinion about what you should be eating, how you should be prepping. I think, you know, carry that on until July. It should be all right by the time the marathon
You'll be
rolls
okay.
around.
You know, Nat, this whole thing about eating, you were talking about how people make mistakes when they go into the race. But surely after the race, I've still got to be conscious about what I eat. I've come off a marathon. I can't just load my gut up. I'm going to get sick.
That's hypothetical because FD would never do a
Yeah,
marathon.
but
So
I'm
just
just saying-
imagine someone
Yeah.
saying it.
Yeah, just imagine someone else saying it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I think people get excited. There's a beer at the finish line. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. That can be good carbs after you finish too. But, you know, they get excited and think, let's go. I'm going to go and eat like crazy. I've just run 42 kilometers. Yeah, your body's had gels in it. It's had all sorts of liquids. It's been under stress. So my advice to anyone when they finish is actually just, you know, hydrate properly, making sure you've got something good in your body, have a good meal, and then go and celebrate a bit later. Just let your body calm down first.
All right,
Okay.
stand by. We're going back on the radio. You've got one last question, right?
That was.
Kiss 92 traffic.
On Pasir Ris Drive 3 at the junction with Pasir Ris Central, look out for an accident that's just been reported. Also on the AYE towards the MCE, after the Jurong Town Hall entrance, a vehicle has broken down. Wherever you are today, stay safe.
Good morning, Singapore, and welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Our first guest for this morning is Rockstar Arms' Natalie Dau. Good morning, Nat.
Good morning, guys. I'm exhausted after that workout, actually. Abs are burning.
Very good thing, especially after the long weekend. So, Natalie, we were talking about nutrition, and we spoke about what you should fuel up on before the race as well as during the race. But when it comes to after the race, whether you've done 5 or 10 kilometers or even the full 42, is it okay to just go out there and pig out right away, or is there a certain method we need to pay attention to?
Yeah, I think there's still a method. I'm all up for celebrating, and I certainly will be celebrating at a restaurant later. But I think hydrate is number one. Your body's been under stress. You've just raced, especially if you've done the longer distances. So put something good in it to replenish and let it repair. So some good protein, some good carbs. And then, you know, have a rest. You would have been up early to get to that start line, and then go and party, you know, lunchtime onwards. Book your favourite restaurant, have a drink, whatever it may be. But definitely fuel and hydrate first and foremost.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
You mentioned the
fabulous.
5 kilometers, 10 kilometers, and then the full marathon,
Yeah.
and you asking Nat the question you just asked, Nat.
Yeah.
I think if you're doing the 5 or 10 kilometer
You
run,
can eat whatever you want,
just
right?
eat whatever you want after the race.
Yeah, because I can imagine like doing the full 42. If it's the first time you're
That's
doing
tougher.
it, you could feel
be
a little bit
tough.
nauseous as well after, or lightheaded, right?
Oh, and during as well, absolutely. So you're just putting gels, you're putting weird liquid in, your body's under a lot of stress, and people forget that. So, you know, you really just want to sit back and hydrate and put something that you know is good into it before you go and fuel it with beer or whatever food you want to eat. But if you're doing the 5 or the 10, you don't get to eat as much because you haven't run as far.
Oh, okay. So she's saying no celebrating for you.
Nat, very interesting. Angel brought this up. That lightheadedness. What does one do if this is my first marathon? Let's say I'm running it and I'm beginning to get lightheaded. What do I do?
Rub some Hong Yu lah on your...
Yeah, you know, stop and walk definitely. You know, you don't want to push it. Your body's telling you something. You may be dehydrated. You may need some fuel, and generally it's fueling. You're not going to have heat stroke there because it won't be hot enough.
Yeah.
So just stop and walk. There's medical stuff along the way. There's kids handing out candy along the way. You might just need a bit of sugar to boost you. But definitely don't push it. If you are dizzy, just stop, take a little breather, walk, get to the next aid station, have a drink, reset, and then keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about some Chinese medicated oil? Have you tried that, Nat?
Yeah, I have, and I do like it, but it can get a bit spicy when you're running too, and especially if it's dripping into your mouth or if you're putting it under your nose when
that's
you're
right.
running.
Or in your eyes. Oh,
Yeah, that's
wow.
true.
Okay.
That's true. Yeah.
If you want to find out more information all about the Gold Coast Marathon, which, by the way, is celebrating 44 years this year. Can you imagine? It's been around since 1979. You can head to the website goldcoastmarathon.com.au.
All right, Nat, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, guys. Have a great, healthy week ahead.
All right, you too.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya. Coming up very soon, Bibi Chia, our principal dietitian, and we'll be talking about supplements.
Perfect.
All of us consume supplements,
Yeah.
but is it really good for us? Keep it right here on The Big Show. It is Monday, the 10th of April.
Kiss 92 Day Check by Gain City. Gain City's 42nd anniversary sale is
It's a very interesting question because we consume so much.
Yeah, of course. I consume loads of supplements.
think I do about
like
13 to
8
16.
a day.
Yeah, so
8
this
different
morning I got
pills.
my
Supplements, right?
antioxidants. I have my green supplements now,
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
and then multivites. And then on top of the multivites, I take extra vitamin C.
I don't do multivites. I do them all individually.
I do
Oh.
multivites.
Easier
I've
multivite.
got
I know.
glucosamine I need.
Yeah, for your
I've
joints.
got vitamin C that I take. I've got an immune pill that I take.
Glucosamine is a waste of money.
That's what they say,
Yeah.
Then why are you still taking it?
Because it seems to work. I don't
Okay,
know
if
whether
it
it's
works
on.
for you-
I don't know whether it's up here,
If it
but it
works
seems
for
to be
you-
working for me for my joints.
You know, it's more a painkiller than anything
Exactly.
else.
This is what I've heard.
Glucosamine.
Oh, is it?
Yes,
Really? I took it
apparently.
once for my elbow. It
Yeah.
worked.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
realize it was a painkiller.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of people are saying it's more painkiller than because you can't really reconstruct
Correct.
Yeah.
the joint. You see,
Oh, that makes sense, huh?
Yeah.
so it's more painkiller
Love the
than
sales
anything
pitches.
else. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do vitamin C. I do D3. I do flaxseed oil. I do, which by the way, I highly recommend for anybody who
What is that?
feels like they're losing their hair. Flaxseed oil.
Flaxseed oil.
Flaxseed oil pills. I
Really?
highly recommend it. My parents take it. It apparently reverses graying as well.
Oh.
My parents,
hello.
my mom has grays, but she's 82.
What's the difference between like flaxseed oil and fish oil?
Okay, so fish oil, like cod liver oils and your fish oil, that's omega-3. That's for your brain.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But flaxseed oil is the stuff that they give to dogs and horses
Yeah.
to keep their mane shiny.
And,
That's
and
right,
the skin
there.
healthy as
And
well.
so it works for humans as well. So I've been taking it. I've recommended it to anyone that I know. And my hairdresser has said my hair has never been thicker.
See,
And
Glenn,
I'm
you could be
losing
taking
less.
flaxseed oil. You end up like a horse.
I
losing
want to take
less.
flaxseed oil then.
Flaxseed oil, no,
Yeah.
it's fantastic.
Now that Angel's recommending it.
Oh,
Wait,
that's
hold on. But then
interesting.
if I take flaxseed oil, then I'm taking my fish oil.
That's
Is it too
fine.
much?
No, it's not.
it's two
not,
different
It's two
things.
Yeah, I
different
know,
things.
but it's calories.
Oh.
It's like,
Oh, oil? No, I
No,
mean,
I don't think
no. It's in such
so.
small doses.
Yeah, very
You know,
small
you eat
doses.
more with your food than you do in
Yeah.
the pills.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, so that's that, and then there's B12 because I don't get any B12 in my food because
Okay,
of
yeah.
the vegetables and all that. That's why I don't take the green pill because I have enough veg.
right.
Right, because your greens
Yeah.
are your fiber and
Yeah.
all the greens that
Yeah,
you
yeah,
need.
yeah.
Vitamin C, zinc.
But why can't you take multivites again?
Not that I
Is it-
don't.
no, she just
not that
breaks it
I
down.
break it down because I take like 1,000 mg of vitamin C, and then I take my B12, which is like 500 mcg. Then I take my zinc. And what else do I take? Yeah,
I
think
didn't even
that's
know
about it.
ladies needed zinc.
Yeah, I've always heard that guys
Yeah.
need it.
Yeah, I
but
take my
didn't know.
magnesium as well. Because like I remember during COVID, every time you got sick, or even if you get sick, you take vitamin C and zinc.
And zinc, yeah.
Yeah, zinc
Yeah.
is very, very good.
Yeah.
To keep
No,
the
zinc is
immunity up.
definitely very
yeah,
good.
so I take
Yeah.
zinc as well. And I don't take calcium actually, but I get it in my veg.
But I
you
always
get
okay. Later we ask Bibi because I definitely heard it from someone that ladies
Don't take zinc?
Don't take zinc.
Oh,
Yeah.
Don't-
never heard
I've
that.
heard
I will
that they
ask.
don't need it as much as we do.
Okay, we'll find out.
Especially when we've got injuries,
Yeah,
we need zinc to help us heal.
and women don't.
I think men need it more than
I never
women
know
do.
what zinc is for. I just
Neither
take
do
it.
I. Just take it because everyone
Yeah.
says you need
me,
it. Let me look.
When
it
I
up.
was growing up, zinc was for roofs. That was it.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
That was
let's
it.
see. The expert is here. Good morning, Bibi.
Good morning, everybody.
Good
Morning.
morning, Bibi. How come you look extra beautiful
Yeah,
this
because her
morning?
hair is down.
Yeah.
She looks like a goddess.
So nice.
all you need is a toga. Toga outfit, a white
Because
one.
I've been taking all my supplements.
See?
There you go. We were just talking about supplements. Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna go on the radio in a while, but I guess we can
Now
talk
we can
first.
talk
Okay.
about it, yeah.
So we're just talking about zinc. Okay. I said something like, I heard sometime back that zinc is not for women. Is it true?
It is not true. Zinc is for everybody.
Okay.
So both men and women, we both need zinc. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's
Do
not like
men need it more?
if women take zinc, they become men.
No.
no.
Do men need it more, or is that just like an old wives' tale?
They do need it more. So
Okay.
the RDA for men is a little bit higher.
And what does zinc
Yeah, what
do?
does it do?
Yeah.
So all these minerals have their fair share in protecting us in terms of our immunity, and zinc is one of them. And hence you will see it always paired with the vitamin C. So it's always a C plus zinc, and
Yeah.
that's typically promoted for immunity.
Okay.
see.
And then the boys were saying they take multivitamins, and I don't take multivitamins because I take all my tablets individually. Are there pros and cons to doing either?
Well, if you do take a multivitamin, some of them are affect the absorption of each other. So, say for example, zinc and iron, they may absorb differently if you put them together because they all fight for the same absorbing channels. But let's say if you take them apart, then the absorption of each of them will be better.
But then I'm
okay.
also, rather than taking one pill, I'm taking 9.
Yeah.
Correct?
So cool. And so sometimes it may even end up with you taking too much of the individual. So it's
Right.
better to find out what you really need, and then that particular supplement or that mineral or that vitamin, take it individually if you do need it more.
But like Angel, she takes everything individually. Does it mean she can't take it all at the same time?
Yeah.
Does it mean she has to take it at different times?
Some you will take at a different time. An example would be vitamin B's. For example, I will take it in the earlier part of the day because it's going to keep me very energized.
Energy, yeah.
And maybe magnesium later part of the day will help me relax. So I would take them at different times of the day.
You see,
Yeah.
this is why this doesn't go down
tough,
well
yeah.
with me.
It's tough.
Because it's inconvenient. You ask me to take it at different times of the day, right? I will
can't.
forget.
I do everything in the morning.
I will have
Yeah.
to take everything together as well.
So,
But is there anything that you cannot take in the morning?
Well, you cannot take your melatonin in the morning.
That's fine. You're going to be
Yeah.
sleeping throughout the day.
is there a specific good time to take your pills?
I would say most of the pills are taken in the beginning of the day. Most of them are taken, say, with food, and that. Well, most of us will take our supplements up till maybe lunchtime, and then the evening time supplements might be something to help you relax, sleep better, and only those are taken in the nighttime.
Right.
I take all my pills just about as soon as I wake up after my water, like 600 ml of my water, and then I, do whatever, get ready and all that. And then I take my pills, but this is on an empty stomach besides the water. Is that okay?
Same. Angel and myself, exactly the same.
Yeah, all of us take it on an empty stomach.
Yeah, no food at all
Yeah.
until maybe 10, 11 o'clock.
So it depends on how the supplement is formulated. So some vitamins are better absorbed when there's fat around because they are fat-soluble micronutrients. But sometimes they encapsulate, when they do the gel capsulation, they put fat in that to help the absorption of, say, vitamin D. But if yours doesn't come with fat, then it's better to take certain vitamins with food. It will help the absorption. It will help to improve the absorption of the micronutrients.
Is that why pills are in capsules, because of the fat, to help it absorb?
Yes, so some have to have a fat carrier for it to absorb better.
Wow, that's interesting. So that means you don't really have to eat if they're like these gel capsules. Wow.
That's right, yes.
Okay, very cool knowledge there.
Okay, we're going back on the radio, Bibi. Well, I can't see all the supplements on your counter, but
Yeah, so many.
I think the ones with the gold labels are what Angel takes, I think.
No.
Sorry, gold
No,
labels.
okay, that's the piece of wood.
Oh, my
that you see
goodness.
that. But yes, I take the ones with the gold labels.
Okay, stand by. We're going on air.
You've been struggling to make things right. That's how a superhero learns to fly.
Kiss 92 traffic.
On the PIE towards the airport, right after Lawney Road, a vehicle has stalled there. If you spot anything at all, you can WhatsApp it in to 88550920.
Good morning and welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. We have our principal dietitian with us this time around, Bibi Chia. Good morning, Bibi. This morning we're talking about supplements. How important is supplementation?
Good morning, everybody. I think if you need it, do get one. So find out what you really need. What does your diet lack, or what does your body, don't have enough of, and buy those that you need. And sometimes it's better to ask a professional like a dietitian or nutritionist, or even go to your doctor and find out what kind of micronutrients do you need more for your health, rather than just openly go to the market and just go shopping on whatever that is being on promotion, So it's better to first find out what you need.
And is there like a website that we can kind of like key in what we eat every day and stuff like that, and then find out what we're lacking?
So if you are able to track your diet at times, there are some apps that you can see whether you're meeting your dietary requirements or not. But frankly, I have not come across a powerful enough tool to be able to prescribe the supplements, because everyone's health status, diet, how much physical activity they do is so different. So it's still better to speak to somebody, a professional.
I would imagine it would also depend on what other medication you happen to be on at the time, right? If you're on, say, blood pressure pills, or if you're on whatever.
Thinners or whatever,
right?
Yes. And there are times where your doctor may prescribe other minerals or vitamins, knowing that with a certain health condition, you may need more of that micronutrient. So it would be, the doctors might prescribe it to you as well.
Okay.
I notice whenever I talk to doctors about supplements, right, they all go like,
Many do.
I don't think doctors believe in supplements,
Many do.
In fact, some of the doctors I talk to tell me they don't take supplements at all. But you are the principal dietitian, so I believe you, Bibi.
Yeah.
So for someone who is wanting to start taking supplements, what are the basic supplements that they should take?
Singapore is has a lot of sunshine, but a lot of us don't go under the sun. So, in fact, I see a lot of people with vitamin D deficiency. So it could be something that you may want to check. You could check it through like a blood test whether you are vitamin D deficient or not. A supplement may help you increase those levels, and just bear in mind that it does take a long time for this vitamin D to come back, to normal levels. So if you want to retest, you might want to give yourself a bit of time before you retest your vitamin D levels. A lot of people don't have enough omega-3 in their diet, and omega-3 is a essential fatty acid, which means that the body cannot make. You need to eat it through your diet. And it could come from a fish. It could also come from algae. So if you're vegetarian, you could also pick a algae version. And then lastly, I think the most common supplement that people would buy would be the multivitamins. So when you buy multivitamins, get one that suits you the best. So there are those that are for male or female, or even teenagers or above the age of 50. So buy one that suits you the best.
All right. Stay with us. We'll be talking more supplements with Bibi on The Big Show TV. In fact, she's got so many on her counter right now. We want to take a closer look.
Absolutely.
Keep it right here on Kiss 92.
The Big Show. Kiss 92.
And here's a message brought.
I just have one question before you jump into that. You said we all need vitamin D. I'm taking D3. Is there a difference between the numbers, and what are they?
Yeah, so there is D2 and D3. So D3 is more bioavailable. So it's more, it's closer to the type of vitamin D that we have in our body. So do choose a D3.
D3 is okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay, cool.
D3. Okay, tell us more about what you have in front of you, Bibi.
So lately, I discovered that I prefer the gummy types of supplements. So like say this is a multivitamins for women, and it's a gummy. I get very disappointed when I take them and they taste bad. So they have to taste like good gummy.
Oh my God, my wife does the same thing. She takes gummies as well, or multivites.
Goodness, it's so cute.
Yes. So I like the ones that are tasty. And sometimes they taste so good, I feel like taking another one, and then I'll read the label, and I'm like, no, I can't take another one. And do read the label, because multivitamins and minerals doesn't mean that they will give you all the minerals that you need. So say, for example, this women's multivitamin, you expect that there would be iron in there, but it doesn't. So the iron has to be taken separately. So it's good to read the label to see what's inside.
Do all women need iron, though? I mean, like postmenopausal and stuff like that. Do they still need the iron?
No, it depends on whether you are iron or anemic or not, and whether your diet gives you enough iron or not. So not every woman would need to supplement with iron. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So this type I really enjoy. Then the second type is the effervescent. I quite enjoy. So we're kind of tired of swallowing pills. So there are different versions these days. So this is a B vitamin, and this is a vitamin C. So a lot of times we see these C vitamins in the effervescent. So I quite enjoy them as well.
So that's orange flavored, is it?
One of them is lemon, and the other one is like pink fruit, like raspberry.
What about the sugar levels in the effervescence and the gummies? Because I would imagine a lot of sugar in them.
So there is sugar in the gummies, but in the effervescent they typically use a artificial sweetener. So
I see.
That could.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
What else have you got?
So the other type of supplements that I really like would be probiotics. So probiotics typically come in the form of a pill. So your typical probiotics, just make sure that you store them in the right conditions, because they are live bacteria.
So in the fridge?
I sometimes store them in the fridge, but a temperature or below, like in a cupboard would be good. Out of the sun would be good. And usually they come in a amber bottle, so that it's not denatured by light. And then there are those that are packed like this, and so it's good for traveling. Or to me, they are individually sealed, so they tend to preserve their quality better. If you're not going to consume it regularly or as fast, you might want to just get those that are in sachet like this.
I used to take,
Probiotics.
at least I tried. I tried taking probiotics, but I feel like I can't.
Why?
Because the moment I take probiotics, right, I want to run to the loo.
You're like me.
No, so
You're like me.
I don't like that.
That's why my question is, when should we take probiotics? Should we take them at the beginning of the day or at night?
I often advise people to understand their bowel movements a little bit before taking the probiotics, and that is to take it after you have gone to the loo.
I see.
Right, okay.
No, but I think I go to the loo, and then I come out, I take the probiotics, and I want to go to the loo again.
Really?
Is that normal?
No.
And Glenn is not a normal person.
Sometimes the probiotics are formulated with a little bit more prebiotics, and that is the kind of fiber that probably is the thing that's making you want to go to the loo.
I see.
And
Right.
so do read the labels. Sometimes you don't feel well taking a probiotic. It may not be the bacteria itself. It could be the prebiotics, the fibers that's added inside to make it a symbiotic supplement.
Right,
Got
because
it,
I'm
got it.
already very regular, you see, that's the thing. So
Yeah.
I will go to the toilet at least like 3 times a day, sometimes even more. So when I take,
Probiotics, it
and all that,
activates you.
I know. And
Yeah. So, but for someone like Glenn, does that mean because he's got healthy movements, does that mean he needs probiotics at all?
I think we have to find out why people are taking probiotics in the first place. So apart from having good digestion and going to the bathroom regularly, so probiotics has benefits of, say, improving your immunity. It also could be to support your gut-brain axis, so there are many benefits of probiotics beyond just digestion.
right, but
Okay.
what if I like natural foods like yogurt and all that. If I do take foods like that, do I still have to take supplements?
Actually, you don't. And unless you are trying to target a specific strain or target a specific health condition, then you will have to take a probiotic supplement separately. But if you're a healthy individual and you digest well, no bloating, then fermented foods are great, whether it's kimchi or yogurt or tempeh, miso, have these foods in your diet. But there are a lot of people who are not able to digest these fermented foods. In fact, make them even more gassy and more bloated. And then you might want to target specific strains.
I see.
Got it.
Bibi, can we ever have too much probiotics in us?
Sure.
I think so.
I'm sure.
I'm sure too much of a good thing is not good. And a lot of times when
Okay,
people
wait, hold on,
buy
Bibi.
probiotics-
So sorry.
I'll ask
FD will
that
ask you
question
that
when we
question
come
again when we go on air, okay?
Yeah.
Stand by. This will be our last talk set. Sabrina Carpenter with Feather right here on Kiss 92. All the great songs in one place. You're tuned into The Big Show and The Big Show TV, brought to you by Caro.
Bibi, I wanted to find out, can we ever have too much probiotics?
Too much of a good thing is always not good. And so, yes, you can over-consume probiotics. And for some people, it may cause them to be more bloated, make them gassy. And so pick one that's suitable for you. Most people will look for the highest CMUs, but not necessarily the best.
How many CMUs do you need? Because I buy mine. Mine are 32 billion.
In order for it to be classified, as a good probiotic, between 9 to 12, or sometimes it may be above that. So there are some that we use in the hospital that is like 100 over billion. CFUs.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
So, is 32 billion
Yeah, I know.
too much for
because
Angel?
she said 8 to 10. I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's
oh,
why.
well, hello.
Well, you can, and if you find that you digest well with it,
It's fine.
you feel good with the supplement, then continue with it. But if you don't, then maybe change to something else. And sometimes even lower CFUs, if it's a well-made probiotic, it will do its work. It will stay alive. It will go to where it needs to be.
I think the problem with supplements and supplementation is that I feel like the prices of supplements are just going up.
They are.
They are so expensive. Supplements are so expensive.
And I think people don't know how much they need. Like, do we need 1,000 mg of vitamin C? Do we need this of B12 and even the probiotics? I'm just buying the 32 because it's what I see on the shelf. I see a 64 or 32. I'm like, I think I need only 32.
Yeah, so do find out what your requirements are and the reason why you're taking those supplements. So sometimes you may need to take above your RDA, which is your recommended daily allowance, because you might be, say, anemic, or you may have not enough vitamin D, and so you might need to take doses that are higher than what the body just needs on a very basic level.
Oh, got it.
Bibi, someone who's listening to us now who's not taking supplements is going, okay, maybe supplements is the right thing for me to take. What do? They go and see their doctor and try and figure out what they need. What does that entail? Is it just a blood test? What is it?
So you could do a blood test to see if you have any deficiencies, any more serious underlying conditions, and maybe speak to a dietitian or a nutritionist to find out what kind of supplements may suit you the best. And they are all made differently with different dose, and some are slow release, some might be easier on the stomach. So you might want to speak to somebody professional before you start going out there to buy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if someone just goes out and buys some multivitamins, that should be quite safe, right? For a start.
Yes. So generally, supplements like a multivitamin with a small dose of everything in there is considered safe.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Bibi, for joining us today.
Thank you. See you next Monday.
See you
Take
next
care,
Bye.
Bibi. All right, up next, Justin Bieber. This is Love Yourself on Kiss 92.